As you all know, President Biden underscored that it's not just the future of the people of Ukraine that hangs in the balance as they bravely fight every day to defend their rights and their sovereign territory from a brutal Russian invasion. The president spoke about how critical it is that the U.S. and the world send the unmistakable message that in the 21st century, a dictator cannot be allowed to conquer or carve up his neighbor's territory by force and threaten the fundamental values of freedom and independence that matter to every American. If we allow that here, it will happen elsewhere in ways that will undermine the fundamental security, not to mention the values that the American people hold so dear. Following up on that speech at the UN earlier this week, today President Biden is hosting President Zelenskyy of Ukraine here at the White House, where he will emphasize the continued need for the American people to step up and support Ukraine as they battle on the front lines of the free world. Today's meeting will be the 6th in-person meeting between President Biden and President Zelenskyy, and it's President Zelenskyy's 3rd visit to the White House during the Biden administration. Of course, they have talked many times over the course of the past year and a half by phone, on video, and our teams are in constant daily communication. This meeting comes at a significant moment as Ukrainian forces continue to make progress in their counteroffensive, and just after Russia launched yet another brutal wave of airstrikes against five cities in Ukraine that hit critical civilian infrastructure and knocked out power for many people in many different parts of the country. To help defend against assaults like this one, assaults from the air, President Biden will announce a new package of military assistance today that includes significant air defense capabilities to help Ukraine protect its people. The president is constantly speaking both to his own military and to his counterparts in Europe and to the Ukrainians themselves about what is needed on the battlefield at any given phase of the war, and then what the United States can provide, while also ensuring that we are able to provide for our own deterrence and defense needs. As he's weighed all that up to date, he has determined that he would not provide ATACMS, but he has also not taken it off the table in the future. I don't have anything to announce about that today. I mean, one thing you definitely do not need to explain to democratically elected leaders in Europe, frankly, even to autocrats, is politics. Okay, leaders know politics. And President Biden's counterparts understand that budget negotiations take place and there's difficult give and take in them, and that's in the nature of a democratic system. So President Zelenskyy is not coming here like a babe in the woods, not having any understanding that, we have to work through as we approach the end of the fiscal year, funding for the government going forward. He recognizes that that's going to be contested, that there are different perspectives. What he wants to hear from the president is kind of similar to what you are trying to elicit from me, which is, what is the degree of confidence we have?
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.